Alright. Hey guys, so unfortunately my internet's not working quite well enough for a stream tonight. But I feel bad, so I want to deliver some content anyway. I think I've got just the thing. So this that I'm pulling up right now is a nice little thing that our good friend on Discord, Gilroy Goldblood, made for us. And it seems to be a randomly generated fanfiction based off my Skyrim playthrough. I've never read this. I didn't want to read this, but we're gonna read this. So let's get some background music. Got some music from Xenoblade here. Ooh. And let's read it. Okay. Author's note. Let me full screen this. Whoops. Wrong tab. There we go. The following story is a sequel to Forbidden Passions of Hamelin. This music is way too loud. Wait, is this an edgy? Is this an edgy fanfiction? Because this music might not work. Ooh, hold on. I don't know if this music works, actually. Oh, I know what I'm gonna play. I know what I'm gonna play. This is an ad. Give me 2 seconds. Here we are. Author's note. The following story is a sequel to Forbidden Passions of Hamelin. You should be able to understand this story without reading that one, but for the full character arcs and to get all the references, you should read both. Everyone who looked could see there was an undeniably ravenous animal attraction between Quinn and Sheogorath. For fuck's sake. No one could deny it. No one except Sheogorath and Quinn, that is. I don't like where this is going already. They seemed blissfully unaware of their attraction to each other. Unaware of their boundless, uncontrollable lust. Every time they met, they didn't show it, but everyone knew. Everyone knew what was really going on between them. A war of lust. And everyone knew that it was an unsuitable situation. No one wanted to be dragged into that war. Something had to be done. Or someone. No! It was a typical day in Salt Town. Before the trouble started. In the middle of all of this, finally, Heimskr could stand it no longer. Why is Heimskr here? He found Quinn and pulled them to one side. That's it! It's ruining the team! It's clear you can't function while Sheogorath is around. What? No! I am fine! No. It's very clear. You need to do the aggressive cuddling with them. Everyone else in the room nodded at this. What? But doing the aggressive cuddling with Sheogorath, isn't that, wrong? Oh, sure, it's wrong. Very, very wrong. But just because something's wrong doesn't mean it shouldn't happen, does it? No, I suppose not. Quinn wondered. This has randomly generated typos and grammatical mistakes. Quinn wandered off, thinking of the aggressive cuddling. How will he introduce the idea to Sheogorath? Would they accept it? Quinn remembered the abuse he suffered as a child. What? His parents never loved him. Quinn knew. Always telling him off for anything he did. And that would continue until one day Quinn's parents were killed in a car accident. He was then forced to live with his uncle and aunt. They forced him to live in the basement, and every night he would cry himself to sleep as no one in the world loved him. Quinn was also forced to do all the work around the house, but it still wasn't enough to deserve his uncle and aunt's love, and so soon they send him to an orphanage. Quinn didn't think life could get worse, but there he learned that life still had more horror in store for him. Because the orphanage turned out to really be a secret front for a highly criminal organization. And they put all the children there to work in their factories and their mines. And Quinn too was set to work. Despite the horror of the orphanage, he was finally in a place where others were treated just as badly as he was. Hopefully, finally, Quinn could make some real friends, he thought. But that thought, too, turned to merely a fantasy, as the kids soon saw that Quinn was not like them. Quinn was special, and the kids hated him for it. And so every night when the kids would return from the factories and mines, they would force Quinn to work more, or to do their beds, or to clean the showers and the toilets. And whenever something went wrong, the kids said to the guards, Quinn did it. And the guards, who also hated Quinn for being so special, believed them and hurt Quinn. What the fuck? And so Quinn thought that no one in the world would love him. Until one day an organization of superheroes attacked the criminals and freed all the kids. And they also freed Quinn. Wow. And they said, don't worry, kid. We'll take care of you. We'll train you and you'll become a part of the family. Or will he? Author's note, yeah, lol, I know canon is differently, but this is my story. Quinn was then taken in by a super secret organization called NATO. For a while, it looked like Quinn was just at home. Quinn got to train with all the other secret superheroes. He was trained in all sorts of things, ranging from information technology to using the club. The other recruits didn't want to socialize with Quinn. They hated him for how quickly Quinn mastered the slingshot and how well Quinn was how well trained Quinn was in compare to the others. What Quinn neglected to tell them is the only reason why he was so good was because of Quinn's horrible childhood. This is physically painful to read. One day, Quinn was called forward. Quinn had just successfully accomplished the most difficult part of his training. So good. Quinn had beaten the previous high score. Quinn knew that now he had beaten the previous high score, he was sure to get a place on the greatest team the world has ever seen. So Quinn went to Commander-in-Chief Hamelin. Fucking Skeever Man. Giving me flashbacks. But when Quinn got there, suddenly there was more than Hamelin. There were also others. Quinn said, "What's going on?" "Don't worry," Captain Hamelin said. "It's all going to be alright." But Quinn knew this had to be a trap. That much he had learned from his horrible childhood. Quickly, Quinn kicked the table into Hamelin's chest. Quinn's imaginary girlfriend's friend tried to stop him, but Quinn was too quick and took a gun from the wall. There were like loads of guns and other weapons displayed on the wall. "I won't let you do this to me," Quinn said gravely. "I will be free." The others didn't want to risk being shot, and Quinn took the file from the desk that had his name on it, and then Quinn ran away from NATO and away from the other recruits. Oh, action music! Let's go. Movement 3, perfect. And Quinn was right not to trust them, for when he looked in the file, it turned out they were planning on selling Quinn out to Sheogorath. But what was Quinn to do now? All alone in this world, who could Quinn trust now? Have they fucking heard of pronouns? Like, stay tuned! Quinn finally found a moment to pull Sheogorath away from the others to have a private moment. Quinn, we have to do it. I know. My team told me as well. Apparently our feelings are causing problems for everyone else. So are we agreed? We finally let our feelings out of their cages of repression they had been caged in all this time? Yes. For the team. No. For us. Turn away, Chad. I don't want you looking at this. Quinn leapt on Sheogorath at that moment. The raging orca they had kept locked up finally unleashed. Quinn and Sheogorath quickly became a ball of body parts. Heads, ankles misspelled, and elbows all tangled together. What the fuck? Quinn didn't know what bit to focus on, so he grabbed a spare meat thermometer and dived in. What? More, whispered Sheogorath to Quinn. I don't want to read this. This is... my retinas! Their lovemaking was like a sunrise of penises. It was like they were everywhere, inescapable, not that either of them wanted to escape them. Things got messy from that point on. Nearby, the others occasionally heard screams, but politely ignored it. This had been coming far too long to ruin it now, and this team bonding was very much needed. Quinn sat down on the pavement. It was raining loudly and people were hurrying down towards home. Excuse me. Of course. Ignoring his sobbing. The world had been unusually cruel to Quinn. First his horrific childhood where he was treated like nothing more than a slave. Then the disappointing time at NATO. It all became a bit too much for Quinn, so he put on his iPhone player and listened to the soothing tunes. Like a Virgin and A Whole New World. Then, all of a sudden, footsteps approached Quinn, but he didn't hear it because of the music. Quinn looked up and looked at a mysterious figure wearing a long raincoat. "What's wrong, kiddo?" said the mysterious stranger. "I'm fed up with life," said Quinn. "I'm so good at everything, but everyone hates me for it. I can't keep going anymore." And then with the softest voice, Quinn spoke the darkest truth. "I don't want to live anymore." The stranger laughed loudly. "Oh ho 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 ho! Don't worry, dear Quinn. Life will turn out better for you." "How do you know?" Quinn asked. "Because the world hates me too," the stranger said. And with one swoop, the stranger removed her coat. It was Sheogorath! "OMG!" Quinn said, outraged. "Calm down, young one," Sheogorath said. "I too am misunderstood." "Oh, I suppose that could be true," said Quinn. "Now come with me," Sheogorath said, and reached out for Quinn. "Let me take care of you. We're soul mates, you and I. The world is against us, but together we can fight for our freedom." "For freedom!" Quinn said as he accepted Sheogorath's hand, and together they went off. Quinn was finally happy. That was cancerous! Oh, wrong one. Why would you do this to me? Oh my god. Well, I hope this makes up for the lack of a stream tonight. It definitely doesn't make up for it in my eyes, but I guess you guys might get a laugh out of it. Here, where'd he go? Oh, Chad's fallen all the way from grace. It's okay, Chad, you can come back now. It's gone. You don't have to worry anymore. Anyway, that was a fan fiction of me, randomly generated. So, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys on my next stream. Hopefully my internet's working properly by then. Take care.